Hey guys, I'm sorry I have not filmed a video in a long time. I've just been really busy with school and everything. But I'm finally all caught up on my schoolwork, so I wanted to film this video for you guys. And also don't forget to click on the subscribe button and thumbs up this video as well. And I would love to get to 150 subscribers by the end of this month. So make sure you guys please do me a huge favor and click on that button. And also all of my social media links for this video will be down below, so you guys can check those out as well. This video is going to be a little bit different today. I'm actually filming a concert experience video, and so I'm not actually going to edit like pictures or videos into this video, if that makes sense. I'm just going to talk to you guys, but you guys can see those things on my social media accounts if you guys want. So as everyone knows who's watched my videos, Ed Sheeran is my absolute favorite artist. He is my inspiration, and I got to see him for the second time a few nights ago in Philadelphia, so I was very, very excited about that. And so I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about how that journey happened. So my friend actually got the tickets when they went on pre-sale. She got general admission, so that means it was first come first serve, and we were going to be in the pit, which I was freaking out. We were actually general admission 1. There was 2 sections, general admission 1 and general admission 2. General admission 2 is behind the sound, like the sound stage, and then general admission 1 was in front of the sound stage in the pit. So we were general admission 1. So that day I skipped class, and we picked her up at around 10:30, and then we drove to a restaurant and we ate some lunch around 11. And that was nice. I had butterflies by that point, so I'm like eating because I'm like I have butterflies, and it was a decent drive to Philly from where I live. So we got to the venue around 1:30, and there was not a lot of girls there. There was maybe 30 girls, if that, maybe. There was like 30 of us that were there at like 1:30 in the afternoon. So we decided that we were going to walk around the venue and see if there was anything like exciting happening or anything like that, because if you know the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia where the event was held, it's actually the Wells Fargo Center, Lincoln Financial Field, and Citizens Bank Park are all in the same complex, so you can walk around and see all the different stadiums and things like that, and that's where like the Eagles play, the Phillies, all of that. So we were walking around and exploring that area because I had been there one time before for a Justin Timberlake concert, but I had never like walked around because we made it just in time for the concert. So we were walking around and we actually found where the tour buses were, and so we were watching them, and they set up for a cookout, and so we're like, oh my god, like they're gonna come out and they're gonna eat and it's gonna be really amazing. And so we sat there for probably, I would say like a good 2 hours, and where I was at, there was like a fence along like the side, and then there was this bridge, and then there was like the buses on the back of the arena. And so we're sitting there, and there's like us here, there's 2 girls here, and then there's like a group of like 6 girls up further. So there was maybe 10 of us all together just that found the tour buses, and we were waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and he didn't come out, and we're like, we knew he was in the buses because we actually were walking to the back of the arena, and I saw 3 tour buses, and I was like, oh my god, that's their buses. And so we're standing there and we're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting, and nobody comes out. We literally go back to our seats, get our spot in line, we get a drink, and literally not even a half an hour later, these girls come running over, and they had a picture. They had saw him. He came out of his tour bus. He had been sleeping all that time, and we missed him. So yeah, but I was still happy because I knew I was going to be in the front for the pit, so I was so happy I was not going to be that far back. So everyone stood up at around 5:30, and we all started moving forward, and like girls were pushing from the back because by 5:30 the line had literally wrapped all the way around the entire building and was coming back around the front. So we literally were like being pushed by people, and I was not letting anybody else through. Like, we had been there since 1:30, like we were in our spot, and so we stood up, but we didn't go inside of the venue until 6:30. They opened the doors, so I don't know what happened. And then it was really, the venue itself was really unorganized. Like, nobody kind of knew what they were doing. So like we went in, and there was people like scanning your tickets, and then you walked over to a table and they put it on your wrist, but like they didn't tell you what wrist. So like people were holding out different wrists, and they yelled at people, and like, because people didn't know, they didn't tell you what wrist to hold out, so people were just putting their arm out, and people were yelling. And then like they told us not to run to the venue, like into the venue. So we were like power walking in, and this woman like turns around, the security guard, and she's like, if you run you don't get to see him, and things like that. And she was just like, the staff there was really rude and like really disrespectful, and that was the first concert I've been to where the staff has been that disrespectful to people. Like, I've never seen staff members be so rude to people in my life, and I was really offended because I was like, I'm here, you know, I spent my hard-earned money to come to this venue and see this person who I love so much, and you're gonna treat me, you know, with such disrespect. And it was just, and it was to everybody in the area that they were very rude to, so I didn't really appreciate that. Maybe they were just having a bad day. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but they were very rude. But anyway, we get to our spot. I'm still eternally blessed and grateful, by the way. I would never take that for granted that I got to go, but we got to our spot, and we were literally the third row. I was so happy. I was so beyond happy that we were third row. I was like freaking out. Like, I could look up, because when I saw him at Madison Square Garden, we were back pretty far. Like, we had good seats, but like we were not third row, and I was freaking out. And then his opening act came on. They were called Rudimental. I might link one of their videos down below. I had never heard of them before. They have a lot of energy on stage. It's like constant dancing and just like a huge rage on stage. So they were pretty fun. I really enjoyed them. And then Ed came out, and he actually had technical difficulties, which was, we didn't know about until later on. But Ed came out and of course gave an amazing performance. If you've never seen Ed Sheeran live, I recommend you get tickets and go see him in a city near you, because he honestly, it's just him, his loop pedal, and his guitar, and he plays his music, and it's incredible. And that was the first one I've been to where all of the girls were so sweet. Like, I've been to concerts for other artists where the girls are just downright like awful, like so bad. Like, not to disrespect people who like One Direction, but when I went to the One Direction concert, the girls were really mean and really rude, but the girls at the Ed Sheeran concert were so chill and so nice, and we all got along so well in the pit. Like, we're all like smushed together, but we're all like laughing and having a good time. And the girls I actually sat with outside the venue got in the same section as us, and we stood next to us, so we were like dying the whole time. We were like holding on to each other, and they're such sweet girls, and I made such great friends with them. So I mean, those girls were just absolutely lovely and so sweet. And so the concert like was amazing. He did such an amazing job. I'm blown away every single time he performs. And also, guys, comment down below if you like Ed Sheeran, what your favorite one of his songs is, either on Plus, Multiply, cover he's done, whatever song you like of Ed's, just comment down below and let me know what your favorite is. And so after the concert, we saw the videographer walking around, and my mom's like, I'm gonna ask him to interview you guys. And I was like freaking out. I'm like, no, don't do that, don't do that. But he came over and he started talking to us, and my friend is like such a confident person, and she's great at like interviews and being on the spot and everything. And so she gave this amazing interview, and then we find out that Ed's gonna actually see it. So we're on this interview and I'm just like smiling from ear to ear. My makeup's smeared, my hair is all crazy. I didn't really answer any of the questions because I was letting her answer it, and so I can only imagine what he's gonna think when he sees that video and sees me on there just like freaking out, like not knowing how to respond to anything. But yeah, that was my experience. It was an amazing concert. And then the videographer told us, you know, that I had technical difficulties, and we were talking to him for a while, and he's so sweet and so nice and very respectful. But yeah, that is my Ed Sheeran concert experience. I'm so grateful I got to go, and I hope to go again soon. And if you guys want to see more concert experiences, because I do go to a lot, just let me know and I will try the next time I go to one to give you guys another experience. So yeah, bye!